Send the J's in the way. Got a name, bitch, spots where they don't take time. Might pull up on the hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Boy, this my court, got a block on lock. I made it by the million.
It's the National Football League. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Colts nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up first and 10
at their own 24.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Down at the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rivers. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a play fake here on first down. This goes to Mack on the check down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
brought down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of...
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the give, this is Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down behind the
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0?
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins, 79 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Brissett to throw on first. Campbell making the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, it's Mack. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. On play action, Brissett. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. Third down here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A first down throw for Brissett. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Staying on the ground with Matt. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A gain of a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
The score, Ravens 28, Colts 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Brissett. They set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Taylor. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 30.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play fake, Brissett. Taken in by Pascal out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's brought down. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Brissett on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, when the defenders hate it there, it happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
For Zach Pascal.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run here with Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
This is third and goal. Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
2-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
First down, Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. He's going up top for Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
First down, Baltimore.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Guys, game situation, let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah. I'm incredible, yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll, your whole team is no competition, boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission, running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog, turn the whole field to a schoolyard, bunch of students ain't eating around here, I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? On the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this.